All right, quick video of my trades going over from today. Went 4 for 4. It was a pretty nice day, I think. Might have been 5 for 5 actually. First trade, you probably can't even tell much from it. It's this Google trade. Uh, we were, I was looking for an EMA bounce, and I saw this little 3 minute kind of falling wedge kind of thing. I might have actually traded on the 1 minute, and we were moving like crazy today. So I wasn't really looking for much. No, it was on the 3 minute. I wasn't looking for much, to be honest. I was just looking for a quick pop that I could make a quick buck on, and I ended up selling right at this resistance at like 91.8 at this high of day. Yeah, it was like 91.75. I would like to say I recorded the trade. I'll post it to my YouTube. And yeah, it was literally like a 30-second trade. Got in at the EMAs. I was up like 15%. I was like, all right, that's it. That's all I needed. So yeah, that was a nice start today. And then carried it over to SPY. I got 100% there for the first time in forever. It felt really nice. I don't know why I got into the daily chart. And it was pretty simple. We were making these lower lows right here. When we were making these lower lows down to support, I'm expecting us to bounce. And we kept seeing these strong bounces. These wicks were holding up well, and it was kind of like this little rounding bottom type thing. And I read this perfectly, and it was one of the first times that I've been able to read these little rounding bottom things. So I went ahead and entered at around 395.33. I took a 0 day. I took 398 expiration. And so pretty much what my exit was for this, once we broke above this resistance, which I expected us to because we were above the EMAs. I usually like to play candles in three. So I got my 1, 2, 3 leg breakout, and I sold around 397.4. That was my ideal situation. I wanted that breakout above. I shedded some at resistance. That was my first shed. It was around 50%, and then the rest was at around 100%. So I was very happy with that trade. Next trade was on Tesla. It was this falling wedge. I really wish I would have taken this breakout late day. I was eyeing this right here. We had this nice little trend line, and we got this perfect retest. I didn't get the best entry on it. As you can tell, we went back and we retested to the penny, and I didn't expect us to retest that to the penny. What I expected was us to, we were below, I had support right here. And then, yeah, I expected us, sorry, I'm talking about this support right here. I expected us to kind of retest this resistance and then break down, but that didn't happen. So I was actually down around 10%, but luckily the cons weren't moving as much as I thought they would. So I was able to get out. I know this doesn't look like, again, it's one of those trades you're like, how did you make a profit on this? Well, that's kind of all I was looking for, and I'll tell you why. I had another trend line drawn, and this one I was kind of just playing trend line to trend line. So I also had this trend line, but I liked that one. So I took it, and it was just this quick 1-2 candle move. I sold while we were at this wick, and I would like to say it was fibs. No, it wasn't fibs. It wasn't close to fibs. I don't know why I said that. Yeah, it was right at that fib. Sorry, said it again. It was somewhere on this wick, and then I want to say I sold the rest for break even. I also recorded that trade, but TradingView only let you record for 20 minutes, so it cut out towards the end because I was in it for quite a bit. So yeah. And my final trade of the day was on SPY. So let me see. That was Google, SPY, Tesla. All right, so yeah, 4-4. Final trade was on SPY, and I was eyeing this all day. It was this trend line. I'll go back to that. I have one more thing to say about that Tesla trade. All right, I had this trend line on SPY, and these EMAs were crossing over. It was perfect. I took a 0 day, got a quick 40% out of this, got in around 396.8. My stop loss was anywhere above this trend line. This is my perfect setup. We have this trend line. You have this EMA crossing down under you, over you, and I'm just looking for that quick one candle move. Back to this Tesla trade. There was one other thing I was eyeing, and it was, I lost my complete train of thought. Oh, so when we are at the support, no, that's not what it was. SPY was at some sort of support, and that's why I sold. I would have to go back and look at the video. So we dumped right here, and then SPY regained 397. And once we regained 397, that's when I knew, okay, it's time to exit. This candle was very odd to me. The reason why I thought we were going to dump in the first place is because we were making these higher highs. It wasn't really a rising, I guess you can kind of see a rising wedge, but we're making these higher highs, which is letting me know we're exhausting. We're ready for that dump. I was really surprised that we were able to just get right back above 397. I thought once we lost 397, all right, we might retest this. And I was actually lucky I didn't take that. It's because I was already in Tesla and dump. But once we made this high right here, or this, let's see, 1, 2, 3, fourth higher high, higher low. I was really excited because I knew I would get a trend line opportunity. So this was my perfect setup. So I traded Google, Tesla, SPY twice, and yeah, that's it for me. It was a pretty successful day. Probably missed out on some, but I I like the price action. I know it's a little choppy, but I saw plenty of moves. So hope this made sense. I'm sorry, I'm kind of in a hurry here, but yeah, I hope you guys were able to take some of this video, and I'll go ahead and post those trades, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.